Okay, hey Hunts, it is Tuesday. Sorry about the glare. I'm in the living room and I love our door. For those of you that are new, we did not have a back door in this house. Yeah, I know, odd, right? We had to walk dogs all the way around and I could not do it anymore. And yeah, so we turned what was a window into a door. Yes, ma'am, please and thank you. It has been wonderful. It has been wonderful. And now that pool season is upon us, we've got an above ground pool, and that's going to make it so much easier because that screen and porch was slippery and we had to go all the way around and through the dining room, through the kitchen. Yeah, just a lot. But yeah, now we can just come in this door and there you go. Anywho, 2 questions, and yes, I'm out of breath. I don't know what is going on today, other than I woke up during the night, I went and I used the restroom, and then when I got back in bed, I did not put my non-invasive ventilator on. It's kind of like a CPAP, but it's not a CPAP. It's what they put you on right before you get vented. It does not go down your throat, but it breathes in and out for you. In fact, as I'm going to sleep, I can feel it pushing air in and then sucking the air out. And that's what's made my lungs stronger. That is what has really turned the corner for me. Well, after I got up during the night, went to the restroom, for whatever reason, I do not know, other than it just, the suction wouldn't happen for whatever reason. I don't know. I've got a call into the company that the machine is from. But I have had trouble breathing all day long. And the only thing I can think of is I didn't use my machine the rest of the night. I finally, because I couldn't get the suction on it, I finally just took it off and I slept without it. And I was kind of a little leery about doing that. I thought, what if I quit breathing? Because that's like the first night that I've been without oxygen or my Trilogy machine or anything. Look at Miss Doris. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweetums. Hey, sweetums. She's lounging. She is definitely lounging. Okay, anywho. But I might have to go get my oxygen. We're going to kind of wait a little bit longer and see. I know not to get myself into a serious compromising situation, and I'm not going to. But anywho, for those of you that saw our goodies from the Goodwill, I'm trying to find a place in the house to hang this. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking in the dining room. I really have no other space in the kitchen. But for the floral prints, because of like the beiges and the blues, and if you really look at the paneling in here in the living room, it's like a beigey, and then there's little hints of blue. Or gray, you know, blue or gray. So I'm thinking maybe along this wall between the window and the door, splitting the difference in the middle, put one, and then put one on either side. I don't know if I can hold y'all and hold this up at the same time and then take that one down and put it somewhere. But what do you think? Or is it too small for the space? But if I have 3 of them going, would that be okay? I don't know. I can't decide. I can't decide. We all just need to breathe. I am at the point where I think I'm trying to talk that man into getting rid of the sofa in the dining room. Now, one ever really sits there. I was the only one that would sit on the sofa. If I was doing my Bible scriptures or whatever. Whoa. Oh, my knees. That was a little wobbly, wasn't it? It'll be okay. Anywho, if you've got suggestions on where in our house those would look good, do I need to move the mirror to the dining room and maybe hang those pictures up there? How would that look? It's a smaller space, so it might look a little bit better. I don't know. Nothing really can go on that wall. I'm trying to figure out the configuration of that. Yeah. I just need a home interior decorator. See, there's no room in here for anything else. Yeah, even along our soffit space, I was trying to get it as full as possible, and I think I made it. I think I made it. These are actually wrought iron utensils. We had gotten into the wrought iron, like the skillets and cone pans and all like that. These are actually wrought iron utensils that were my grandmother's, and I want to say she said that they were her mother's. So that would be my great-grand. Yeah, my great-grand. And my grandmother was 100 when she passed away. So that's telling you something. I don't know about the entryway here. I feel like anything right there would be wasted because it's behind this door. If anybody ever comes, they never see right there because the door's open whenever they come. So that's kind of a, this is our catch-all spot. These go to like Goodwill or the thrift store or whatever. There's nothing in this bin. These were our mittens and our winter hats and that type thing. My peonies I still never got planted. I'm going to go across the street and pick our neighbor's brain. And then frame, I never put Fat Man's mother's picture in. We still have not gotten back from his sister. We need to get that back. I've got a friend at church. I'm going to see if she wants this blouse. I got it off of Poshmark. And even though it was considered my size, it don't fit my size. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give that to her. It was brand new with the tags when I bought it. So I just want to give that to her. I think she would like it. It looks like her taste. So, but anywho, we're trying to figure out those pictures, aren't we? Dining room. Technically, that curio is Becca's. Our wall color in here is pewter gray. Let's see. It's pewter gray, and then the baker's box white. We really need to paint the ceiling white. I digress. I have thought about the soffit in here. This is where the add-on went. And so we've got the soffit running along there. And so a friend of ours from church, our kids call her, our friends call her Granny Betty. She is the one that would take the kids, her and her husband, Mr. Dick, would take the kids on Fridays when we were homeschooling, and it would give me a break. It would give me a chance to run to the grocery store. It would give me a chance to run errands or doctor's appointments or just go home and clean house or just go home and catch my breath. They did that for years for us. And they were truly like grandparents. Mr. Dick has passed on. Miss Betty, we still love her. She still goes to our church. Our kids kind of grew up, you know, with her grandchildren. So, but where I was getting with this, I was losing my train of thought again, y'all. She has a spot like that in their den, and she would hang baskets from hers to the point where they would kind of hang down, but the whole soffit on both sides, it ran along both sides. Yeah. I forgot how they added on, but they added on, and it wound up with that soffit was like a beam on both sides, and she would have baskets, and so that's what kind of gave me the idea of the basket. I don't know if I would rather have baskets or just like different prints or different little sayings or wooden board, you know, the farmhouse sayings, kind of like some of those. Yeah, I don't know. Ideas and suggestions, please. Oh, here's where we're going with today. I got a late start. Becca's appointment was canceled, so today has been a lazy day. But I've been too lazy. I've been to the point that I've been so lazy, I am running behind on my slow cooker dinner, but I know I'm still here, y'all. But being as we ain't gotta go nowhere, technically I don't have to do a slow cooker dinner, but it's what I'd already kind of planned, and it sounded so good. So that's still the plan. It says low 6 hours. It is now 12:30. 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. So 6:30. Yeah. That could be doable. We are going to make the Fiesta chicken. I will leave the recipe down below, but I'm also going to screenshot it for you. So if you just want to kind of stop it, I don't know how that works. Y'all let me know if that works or not. Okay? So it's 2 large chicken breasts, and I gotten the pre-frozen, you know, the individually flash frozen from Sam's. I mean, this is one. Look at that. It's bigger than my head. So there's the 2 in the crock pot. Okay? I don't know what they do to their chickens to make them that big. I don't want to know. But it says no antibiotics, no hormones, you know, no growth additives, nothing like that. So there you go. Okay, and then it calls for taco seasoning. So we're going to come over here to our pantry area. And y'all tell me, how stupid would it look? We couldn't really come out like with a doorway. I don't know if it would be better if this was like behind closed doors. We can't go in the laundry room with it. It gets too hot in there. How's that say? Too something hot. Okay. Ooh, reach it up. I'm getting a taco seasoning packet. I'm putting that back. Alright, got that put up. What else is on our list? A can of whole kernel corn. And I know I got corn, y'all. Do I not have? How can I not have whole kernel corn? You have got to be kidding me. Upside down in both ways. I know I've got whole kernel corn. If not, I got some. Aha! Each playing hide and seek. But I do need to stock up because I only have, I digress, I only have 3 cans. How did that happen? Okay, so a can of whole kernel corn, our taco seasoning, diced tomatoes. Technically it called for Rotel. I don't do Rotel. It's too spicy for me and the girls. So we're just going to do the diced tomatoes. I might add a little splash of salsa if I've got some in there that need to be used. And then it called for garbanzo beans or kidney beans or chili beans. I'm going to use black beans. Yeah, I'm going to use black beans. Any kind of beans you have on hand. We like black beans with our, like, tacos or Mexican or I do have some frozen refried beans, but you want these like whole. 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I know it's back here. Oh, and to everybody that made the comment about the rice pudding, give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. In fact, this morning for breakfast, I just scooped out some, put it on a paper plate, popped it in the microwave, sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon on it. Denise, was it you or someone else that made the comment about their mother made it and put the cinnamon on top? So that's what I did for breakfast this morning. It's kind of, my grandmother would do that for us if we had rice pudding left from the night before. It's kind of like an oatmeal substitute or a grit substitute. She would heat that up and it would be our breakfast. It got it used up. And if you want to sprinkle cinnamon on it, it was actually really good with the cinnamon. And every once in a while, I do remember her, trying to think if it was for rice pudding. We didn't like it that way though. Once or twice maybe she put the raisins in it, and we just were not fans of the raisin in it. Just, it didn't happen. Okay. Alright, so but try it and see if you like it that way. I mean, you know. Alright, Fiesta chicken. I'm going to sprinkle the whole packet of our taco seasoning mix. And I like the lower sodium. Yeah. Lower sodium. Because this can be very salty if you aren't careful. Alright, and then you just start adding your canned goods, which is your whole kernel corn, your diced tomatoes or Rotel, whichever one you want, and then your black beans. So I'm going to open up all these, pour them in, and then add 8 ounces of cream cheese on top. And then you're going to let it do on low for 6 hours. Okay? And then after that time, you'll either use it for nachos. We've got some scoop chips. We're going to just kind of, you'll take your meat masher. I'll show you when we get to that point. You'll actually take your meat masher and just go through and just shred it to pieces. Or Jordan Page has a great thing where you can take the chicken out, take your mixer, and shred it that way. I don't have a KitchenAid. I did years back, and it was old as the hills, and it broke, and it would have cost more to have shipped it off than just buying a brand new one. And Big Mama could not afford to do either one. So I got the little hand mixer, the $10.99 hand mixer from the Walmart. That's what I got. I might try shredding it that way. But on the video where they did the slow cooker, she showed where she just used her meat masher to do it. So I think that's what I'm going to try. So let me get all this stuff added to it, and I will be back when we get closer to supper time. Okay, I've rechecked my time and I recalculated. Since it's almost 1 and it has to do on low for 6 hours, that would throw us to near about 7 eating. Big Mama's crawling in bed by 8:30, okay? So one thing you can do is start your crock pot on high for the first hour and then turn it to low. And that should get you 1 hour on high is like 2 hours on low. Okay? So, yeah. If you're running late starting it, you can just start it out on high, let it go for an hour, and then switch it to low. And what I'm doing now is just adding the cream cheese on top. And it's the, I wished I had the block. I know now to buy the block specifically for recipes. It's a little bit cheaper. This I like saving for our bagels or cinnamon raisin bread or whatever. But for today, it's all I had. I know now to start keeping blocks of cream cheese on hand. And I am going to add just a little bit of salsa. I got to thinking about Rotel is kind of liquidy. And my diced tomatoes, I used some, I used all the liquid. But I drained the liquid off of the beans, and I drained the liquid off of the the corn. Lord have mercy, I don't even know what I'm saying. So I am going to add some salsa, just to kind of not re-put in, to have that liquid so it can cook. I don't want no dry chicken, you know what I'm saying? Minnie don't dry no chicken. Isn't that right, Carol Beth? She can't hear me. She's doing a load of clothes. She brought a load of clothes of that man's in for me. I can't bend down to reach his part of the... So here's this salsa. It's just Aldi salsa. Hey, they had it on sale for 89 cents. Did a Cinco de Mayo. I think, you know what? We're going to do the Great Depression thing. Have y'all heard about the drought? Yeah, like for real. They said that it is the worst case of drought since before the Great Depression. It's worse now than the Dust Bowl. What? So, hang on to your britches, kids. It might get scary. So I just rinse that out and add the rest of that, and that way this is used up. It's not ruined. We used it before it got bad. So yeah, that's a win any day. Like I said, we've got these taco scoops. It's not, I know it's not going to be enough, but I've got some taco shells over there. I might even take out some tortillas if I can find them. So that's going to be supper. We're going to do fiesta chicken and be like little old happy campers having it. And this way, oh, I can take my sore bones and go sit down for again. I mean, I've just been sitting on my butt all morning. I have washed my clothes, waiting on them to finish drying. I'm going to set this timer for an hour so I know when to turn my crock pot to low. Yeah. It'll be okay, kids. I'll be back. Okay, hey Heinz. I'm back. I so wished I had smell-o-vision. Yes, and before I get going too far, I want to thank everyone that has been asking how I'm doing and that I look better. And I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I have good days, I have bad days. Today I've had, like I said, an issue with my breathing. You know, I go the first to see about, they're thinking it's pretty much permanent nerve damage on my bladder. And so that will require that I get a subpubic catheter. It's kind of like a colonoscopy bag that you would have, only it's for urine. Yeah. Fun. Fun never ends. And I still have short-term and long-term memory loss. So there's that. So, but to everybody that has been asking, thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me and my family that y'all ask and are concerned and care. So thank you. I've come a long way on some things, and other things I've still got a long way to go. So, but it is what it is. Anywho, I digress. We are going to be doing Fiesta chicken. Alright, so this is what it looks like before I mix it all together. It's looking like this. You can tell the individual, I mean, you know, the cream cheese is still kind of there. I'm trying to pop the chicken and see what we look like. Let's see. I'm trying to shred that chicken up pretty good. Oh, this does work good on it. Alright, so while I'm finishing shredding this, and then I'm going to get lettuce together, tomato together, shredded cheese, our corn chip, well, the scoop chips, and then I never did take out tortillas. Darn it. I've got some frozen ones in the freezer, but I don't know. I think we're going to go with just corn chips. And then if we need Fritos, I've got Fritos. This almost looks like taco soup. I kid you not. Look at it. Doesn't it look like taco soup? But this is what their Fiesta chicken looked like. So, and they just did it over chips like nachos. She said you could spread it over tortillas or put it in the bigger tortillas, wrap them up, spread enchilada sauce on them and bake it like baked enchiladas. That would be good. If we don't eat all of it, I could freeze the rest. And in like 2 weeks, I found like the barbecue that we took to the family reunion. I still have a good bit of it left in the left in the refrigerator. We took it Saturday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then today is Tuesday. It's only been 4 days. So, tonight after supper, when I'm cleaning the dishes, I am going to take that out, clean out the refrigerator. I'm going to take that out and I'm going to freeze it. And in about 2 weeks, guess what we're having? Barbecue. Because after so many days in a row, you get tired of the same old thing. So if it's enough to freeze, I freeze it. If it's not enough, then we just hang on to it. And then like later in the week, we'll have you're on your own or yo-yo supper. And everybody, I just pull out all the leftovers. And whoever's first in line gets first choice. So, but yeah, this is shredded up. Very good. Look at that. How that's shredded. And all I did was take my meat masher. And I really and truly have not killed my beans. I've not killed my corn. The meat looks like it got good done. It is 5:30. So I think we're going to call her a win. I've got to cut up the lettuce and cut the tomato. And I think we're going to be done. So this is supper for tonight. Fiesta chicken. So I will show y'all a picture tonight of what it looks like. I promise. Once it's plated up. But I think I've squished or shredded or whatever you want to call it as much as I dare to. I don't want to send my beans and everything into obliteration. But I did mix up the cream cheese. I mean, you saw what it looked like before. You could actually see the wads of cream cheese. So now it's just kind of blended in. It's all mixed together. I don't see any real huge chunks of chicken. I wanted it, you know, shredded. I only used 2. I mean, this made a big crock pot full. Of course, that one breast was huge. But, yeah. So we're just going to pop the lid back on. And, I'm going to put it back in the crock pot. The actual pot itself. I took it out to, you know, work with it. Alright, so I'm going to get my lettuce and my cheese and my tomato going. And then we will see what we got.
For calling the urology department at the Kirkland Clinic of UEB Hospital.
That's what we
If
look
this call
like.
is a medical emergency, please hang up and then dial 911 or go to your nearest emergency facility. Our regular telephone office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And our regular business office hours are...
Okay, supper turned out delicious. It was a little runny, so probably what I'll do next time is not add the water to the sausage jar. But it was delicious. I mean, and if I let it probably cook a little bit longer, it probably will thicken on up. But me and Carol Beth loved it. I asked her if it was too spicy, and she said no. It did have a little bit of a kick to it, and that was from the salsa. Or it could have been from the taco seasoning. Don't know. But she went back for seconds. So that is a win in my book. If that child goes back for seconds, you made a good meal. It was delicious. And we ate on my new china. So yeah. I got it all washed up, and I'm starting to get it in the cabinet. Along with my other china, we're just kind of mixing them in. And there you go, that's what we're going to do. That man hadn't gotten home yet. We've got enough scoops, I think, for him to pull off. And if he's still hungry after that, then he can use Doritos or Fritos or something. So, but yeah, Fiesta chicken for the win. And I was thinking about, you could do so much with that. You can use the flat tostadas, or you can use tortillas and make like the Mexican lasagna of layered tortilla and then some of that cheese, and then just keep alternating and bake it. Or you could make a taco bake and just pour all that in a casserole pan, put cheese on top, and then bake it until it's kind of, you know, yeah, I mean, that might be what we do. I'm going to have a good bit left over. I mean, a good bit. Even if that man takes his lunch tomorrow, I'll still have enough. I will probably freeze for like 2 weeks from now. Like I said, that's what I'm going to do with that barbecue. I'm going to freeze it. 2 weeks from now, we'll have barbecue on our menu, and then we'll have the Fiesta chicken on our menu. And it was good. It was different because it was chicken and not hamburger meat. So, usually if we have Taco Tuesday, it's forms of a hamburger meat. I mean, we have done some chicken, but This was really good. And it was just so simple. I mean, just throw it all in the crock pot and boom, there you go. So yeah, it is a win definitely in my book. So I will have it linked down below. And like I said, if you're new here, give us a thumbs up for a like. And even if you've been around, give us a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications for when you get a chance to see this pie hole again. Y'all know y'all love me. You love me because I got the facts. That's what we were talking about, the family reunion. It's not gossip if it's facts. Or it's not gossip if it's in the prayer circle. Alright, so that's going to do it for Tuesday. Tomorrow is hump day. I probably will not vlog tomorrow. I probably won't be able to. I go for my needle aspiration on my thyroid. So, and we'll find out if his cancer has gotten... I mean, we know I've got some cyst on that side. It's gone from a 7 centimeter to a 10 centimeter in 3 months. So, it's growing. But, hopefully it's contained and not bad. So, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Honey, God ain't got me this far to leave me now. So, until Thursday. Oh, and Thursday's going to be a busy one. We'll take y'all with us. Y'all get to hang out with us crazies at the Costco. Until then, bye, Hines. Be good heifers. Don't be no bad heifer. I love y'all. Bye.